Who sent you here, Zhivago?
No one sent me here, Commander. I'm going to Uryatin with my wife and child. They're on the train from Moscow.
Yes, we've checked that.
Then?
You put your knife with a fork and a spoon, and it looks quite innocuous. Perhaps you travel with a wife and child for the same reason.
No.
Uryatin is occupied by white guards. Is that why you're going there?
No. We're going on to Varikino.
Not through Uryatin. It's under shell fire.
Commander, I'm not a white agent.
No, I don't think you are. All right, Collier. Thank you, comrades. Sit down, Doctor. Take it. It's not as silly as it seems. There have been one or two attempts. Are you the poet?
Yes.
I used to admire your poetry.
Thank you.
I shouldn't admire it now. I should find it absurdly personal. Don't you agree? Feelings, insights, affections, it's suddenly trivial now. You don't agree. You're wrong. The personal life is dead in Russia. History has killed it. I can see how you might hate me.
I hate everything you say, but not enough to kill you for it.
You have a brother?
Yevgraf?
Yevgraf, yes, the policeman.
I didn't know that.
Perhaps not, a secret policeman. Did he send you here?
Yevgraf? No, Yevgraf's a Bolshevik. I don't know anything about these things.
Oh, you know a great deal. When you came in, you recognized me. How? Has someone shown you photographs?
No.
I am certain that you recognized me.
I've seen you before, Commander.
When?
6 years ago.
Go on.
Christmas Eve, you
were there? Or has someone told you this?
I attended to the man who was injured by your wife.
Why do you call her my wife?
I met her again. We served together on the Ukrainian front. If she's with you, I'm sure she'll vouch for me.
I haven't seen her since the war. She's in Uryatin.
Uryatin?
The private life is dead. For a man with any manhood.
We saw a sample of your manhood on the way, a place called Mink.
They've been selling horses to the whites.
No. It seems you burnt the wrong village.
They always say that, and what does it matter? A village betrays us, a village is burnt, the point's made.
Your point, their village.
Kolya! And what will you do with your wife and child in Varikin?
Just live.
Take him away. He's innocent.
Dr. Zhivago is not a movie that I would recommend to kids under the age of 13. At very least, it's PG-13. But I've completed the first part of it, and I can tell you that it demonstrates the impact of communism. There are scenes in the movie that are semi-romantic and erotic. It should probably be skipped over for people with a sensitive conscience. But from a teaching and from a historical point of view, it really does show what happens to an individual. If we go from being in a capitalist country to quickly and swiftly going into a communist country, basically it means you go from being rich to becoming poor. Everything turns into a wasteland and everybody becomes poor. And so this is what we have in common. At least we're all poor together, living in a wasteland together. Depression, suicidal, everything's falling apart. People don't have enough. There is destitution all around. But one thing we know, we all have this in common. And people who work in government, they live in riches. They live in riches. So if you're a doctor, a successful doctor, and a good man, a good Christian doctor, right, like Dr. Zhivago was, Once the communist revolution is complete, people will move into your house to save space, and you have to go along with all of this. And your house will be destitute from all of the revolutionary activity that had been going around the wartime revolution. Also, you're dealing with people all the time. You have no independence. People are monitoring you all the time, surveilling you all the time, making sure that you're not expressing thoughts that go against the Communist Party. And that's what the impact of communism is. So you should fight against it. That's what it leads to. Universal impoverishment for all people, including doctors and lawyers. Just some final thoughts on the second part of Dr. Zhivago. I hate communism, and so should you. I hate communism, and so should you. Why? Because it is deprivation of everything, not just your wealth if you had attained status as a career or as a successful businessman. Not just deprivation of that, but it's deprivation of the human spirit, of self-respect, of personality. Movies, music, arts, entertainment, poetry, anything that is illustrative of the human spirit is crushed. It is death. It is emotional stoicism. It is depression. It is suicidal. It is wickedness. It is wickedness. It turns everyone in either two classes. You have a two-class society. You've got people who are in the government and they oftentimes wear these military outfits. Or B, you have blue-collar workers wearing blue-collar bibs, working the most menial jobs. They can never save money, and their passports never allow them to leave. They're landlocked. They're stuck. They can't get out of the country no matter how badly they want to. They're landlocked. And there's so much surveillance, and there's so much eyeing other people about their political views, about their intellectual views, that nobody can really be honest. You cannot come out and express your views. So it's an environment of deception, of lying. You're lying to yourself, you're lying to your family, you're lying to your friends. In fact, you might not even have a family. My understanding is that your kids are taken away from you and put into orphanages. Husbands and wives are separated. They want you to live celibate. So if you're trying to hang on to a family experience, soldiers will come to your house to separate all of your family members. And you're supposed to be like, I love everything that's going on around here. And of course, that creates mental and emotional confusion and frustration and bitterness. It is the most wicked vision for a government other than Islam on the face of the earth. And I preach against it, and it's worth dying if need be to protest that. It is the most wickedest thing. It is based on stealing everything from everybody, turning everybody into a slave, and destroying their personal, intellectual, and emotional freedom by creating a propaganda media machine where only the government is allowed to talk and nobody else is. It's absolutely evil. It is absolutely evil, and Christian intellectual leaders need to blast the internet, and they need to blast the TV, and they need to blast the radio, and they need to blast the bookstores with anti-communist theology.